Hello, and thanks for tuning in. I wasn't really quite sure how to approach this video because, if anything, I'm just proud that I finished something. Do I want to sell it? Absolutely. I made the prototype, and now that I'm done with it and priced everything out, I'll be up front. The case for this BC-250 ran me a little over $150, not including labor. So just to get that out of the way, that's what I'm looking at, and that was not counting a few things here and there. But I'm just really glad. Again, I'm glad that I finished something because admittedly, I am extremely good about coming up with really cheap solutions to problems that no one has. I got these BC-250s and I'm mining with them. How can I do it without buying one of the big cases that are obnoxiously loud? Well, cardboard and some foam and a nice 140 millimeter fan will do you. You can pack them in here. 3 is a good number. 4 is pushing it. I found 3 to be very, very nice. You can make these with electrical tape. Vent tape. It's good. It's good tape. It's like thin metal. Lasts forever, and it runs these just fine. Side note, if you're going to run these for mining, I recommend using USB sticks rather than one of the M.2 drives that you have to put right here, because when your mining software goes kaput, you ultimately have to take everything out, and that's a bit of a pain. But anyways, look, I got a lot of these laying around, and a lot of them are unmired, we'll say. To get the case to work with the dimensions the way I wanted to, I did have to cut a little bit of the fans, which is not great because that hurts the resale. Well, let's see, and some of them, including the one I have right now, I actually had to take this part out and go a little farther down than that in order to get it to fit. And why did I want it to fit? Because I wanted it to be about the size of a lunchbox. And I could maybe skim off this much on the next model, but for the most part, this is tight. This is tight, and I have a small form factor power supply right here powering the BC-250. Let's try to take a closer look at this. Apologies, I'm trying to do this all in one take so I don't have to edit anything. That is the goal. So, here we are, BC-250, playing fun game I picked up called Enshrouded, and we can thank this for about 60 hours of me not working on stuff, but really getting a lot of good ideas by playing the game for sure. Anyways, I'm going to pause this. Obviously it works. The temperatures are running good. It's in the 60s. But how am I possibly cooling this thing? Well, check it out. So we have an intake 120 millimeter fan going in right here, and right here is a 140 millimeter outtake, and that has the BC-250 sitting about like this. I don't want to scratch anything, so basically it has air, and this is the natural state for one of these cards sitting in a server. Is air would come in through here, run across all the electronic goods, the CPU, the main guts is about right here, and it would terminate here. So in the same respect, I have this shaved down a little bit to allow all the fan to enter here, and also cool the storage device, because this can get a little hot. And the air is running exactly over the CPU GPU area right here. And since this is shaved down a bit, it allows the 140 millimeter fan to fully pull all that hot air out. And so we have a natural in and out reaction, as opposed to some other cooling methods. And most importantly, you'll notice that the support plate serves a couple purposes. It also protects the pads that are covering some VRAM that runs along the center area. So I am allowing air to be pulled out of the back of that and not focused merely on the front. And I'm doing that through a fun little area where I'm allowing that to go through there as well. This is all open right here. This is where you would access your USBs, and this is going to be the main switch for the power. Of course, it's ready to go, and it weighs about as much as maybe a gallon of milk, maybe a full gallon of milk. I have it secured with 3 latches over here, and there's 3 on the bottom. So you're rock solid, you're stable. Everything in here is good to go. And as you can see, it's still running. It's still ready to game. I do want to talk about a fun little development that I figured out. Now, let's say that classic first world problem where you're running salad and earning on your main PC, but you really want to play enshrouded. So what I found out you can do, you can load up Steam on your main PC or whatever, and you can say Steam from Bazite, which is the name of this guy right here, and you can actually play the game from your computer with your controller, and sound, all that stuff, and it won't kick off your salad job. It'll just keep running just fine. The performance is as good as your internet. So at my workbench, tragically at my workbench, my Wi-Fi is not that great. So I moved it over to my office, where I have I can plug in the Ethernet to the BC-250, and yeah, it's not bad. It's running on a 4K screen at 1080 resolution, so that's just a momentary sacrifice. You know, if you want to run a mission real quick or do whatever, you can knock it out. But you know, the gameplay's smooth, everything's fine. It's really neat. I have it turned this way, just so the noise is cut down a little bit. But let's discuss the noise. So here's a decimal app, and I'm speaking from behind this cell phone, and my cell phone in front of it, you can see, is pretty close to the device, and it's moving with the sound of my voice. You can't really see it, but where I'm sitting, it's hitting at about 38. And, you know, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's a little louder than a PC on the floor. I'm a bad filmer. Here we go. There's a PC down there. I imagine this would be better if this was on the floor. A couple things. Can you use Bluetooth with the controller? It does not natively have Bluetooth, but you can get Bluetooth controllers. There's 4 USB slots to play with, 1 Ethernet, and a DisplayPort adapter. Yeah. Okay, I sit corrected. We're sitting at $143 for that case without labor, and that's using the small form factor power supply, some fans, and I priced it all in. Now, if you don't need the RGB stuff, well, then you know what? Maybe you just don't like the fun things in life, and that's okay. I fully, I get it. So let's say we change these fans out to something, so you don't need Wi-Fi or an RGB controller. Maybe you don't even like the handle. That's okay. That's fine. We could even add a little cheap fan in here. So even if we subtract some stuff and, you know, take the Wi-Fi and the RGB away, okay, so it's about $114, $115, if that's reasonable for you. That's about what it's going to get started to get one of these going, realistically, on your own, ordering from Amazon just like me. Now, let's say you don't want a wooden case. All right, fine. You want something off the 3D printed sites. I don't know. You're probably looking at maybe 30-ish or something. Okay, that's fine. So you're slightly under 100. Well, I mean, I guess at this point you don't need clasp or finish. Well, you do want those grills. You want to keep your fingers safe. So you're looking at about $86 to get started, or, you know, live in opulence and help fund me to make more things. Now, again, this is only Mark 1. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of tough to say. I mean, these are going for about 160 to over 200. I'm not trying to fleece anybody. I'd probably sell these for probably 160, 170. A lot of them are in great condition. I will not be selling them with the memory because they're highly unreliable. They're very small amounts, and I don't want you thinking that, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll sell them. I at least want to get the new BIOSes on and update those. And man, that's going to be at least 100 more to sell it with the M2. They're gonna have to buy some, and I don't know. Maybe I'll edit all this out. Who knows? Anyways, if you want a BC-250 with this case right here, or one just like it. This is mine. This is the prototype. This is the MK1. The next one will be slightly different. I don't know if you don't like this sort of finish on it. I used cutting boards. I used cutting board materials and made the case with that. I think it came out great. I met my needs of making something that looked like a lunchbox, but packs a punch. And again, I'm just glad that I finished projects, because in between this one,
there's this box add-on for the miner dude. This has 8 170HXs in it. And I defy you to find a quieter GPU miner box. So I have 120 millimeter ice gale fans right here, and they're also in the exhaust. So this box, I just kind of made panels to sit around it and just channel air into it just to give it a boost. So the air doesn't need to be necessarily pulled through the unit. It gets rocket propelled through it. This design, I saw a woodworker on YouTube that was making charcuterie boards with this technique, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to put that on the front of a mining rig for sure. Looks cool. This was the one of the first ones. This is on a 12 unit BC-250 rig. It's been off for a while because it hasn't been profitable for mining, but it's my first go at making a custom front for it. And I succeeded on making it a lot quieter because I replaced the 5 hellacious fans with more reasonable 120 millimeter fans. So that was a success. Anyways, what was before this project?
well, they was building this whole thing.
And then it took a little side turn, and I wanted to get a new computer case, and then I had to track down a really cool piece of wood for it. And the idea is that I would replace the front and sell the whole thing. But that's a bad idea because this weighs a lot. And to ship it would massively cut into my profit. So then I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe if I just make a custom front, I can sell custom fronts to people that want something nice and classy. But that only works if they have this exact thing. So this business venture is likely done before it's out of the box.
And in between was a confidence-shaking project where it was a centerpiece for my daughter's bat mitzvah, and I couldn't get it done in time. I couldn't get it done. I had LEDs going around it, and the frame was okay, and somehow I ruined like 4 attempts at making a frame for it between just cutting through the LEDs or squashing them or messing up the case, and then all of them got ruined. Yeah, still got to finish it. Sorry, daughter. It'll be done one day. Oh, and this one. Yeah, this is another case I've been working on that maybe I have a use for it. I don't know. It's been like altered so many times between me trying to make it correct dimensions and then taking too much off and all that. But this is really what gave me the inspiration for, throwing fans on wood and making fancy stuff. So anyways, yeah, I'm thinking, I'll throw it up for like maybe 360 or 370. And of course, it's going to be on the Jelly Bay. I'll put it up for jellyfish coin at first, and if I don't get any biters, I'll change it to Solana. And if I don't get anything after that, I guess I'll lower the price. But boy, it's almost worth buying just so you can see inside of it. What secrets I have used to compile all this into the ultimate on-the-go gaming machine. Oh boy, who knows? Anyways, if you have any design ideas that you want me to try, or patterns or whatever, I'm more than willing. I don't have a CNC machine, obviously. I printed out a design that just basically had small dots going into larger dots in a circle. I did okay with this one, but anytime I messed up with the drill or the holes weren't okay, I kind of just cut, made more holes, made it look pretty, kind of alien looking. I went a little haywire with this one, I'll admit. I cut things that weren't even messed up, but I like the look of it. I like all of it. man, it's so nice. I think it's cool. I tried to pay homage to the original PS5 design, but kind of inverse, because the original has the sides going over the middle and kind of go like colliding in a weird way in the back. Well, I didn't think that would be very strong and it would get in the way of a handle, so that's why I went with this design. I think it's very classy, very modern, and I'm finally getting away from cardboard. It's so easy to just do this, but man, actually getting it done, it feels good. And it's good to know that this works, and then I can replicate it or do something better. Yeah.